welcome. This is the MasterClass in Miracle Makers Academy on how to use your third eye. You have so many parts of your body that you haven't fully understood how to use. The most extraordinary gift that you give yourself is the ability to have the fullest experience in the current moment that you're involved in. You have at any given moment the possibility of being fully connected to the earth. You have the possibility of really fully connecting in and using your body to its fullest potential. You also have the possibility, and you're doing it anyway. Your body is reading the cosmos. My name's Dr. Sarah Larsen. Greg Larsen and I founded Miracle Makers Academy for you to be able to do the most that you can do. We love being able to do the most that we can do. Many of the students that are coaching with me in private coaching on a weekly basis are blown away, but how much they get to do in a week now because they're using all of their potential. They're using all of the tools. When you go out to the sun in your consciousness, in your imagination, or in space, you're really able to understand what happens to the sun happens to you. If a solar flare comes down and hits the earth, everything's genetics changes. If it heats up, the rotation, we are following the sun. We have very little free will when we are connected to our understanding of the sun and how we connect to it, how you connect to it. What happens to the sun, the way that the earth rotates around it, the flares, the energy, that goes all the way out onto the greatest universe that we're a part of. Now, coming in to the region that you're in, there's a tornado, there's a storm, something, again, there's very little free will. The Dalai Lama is amazing, right? The Dalai Lama has connected himself generation after generation to where when he comes to town, he can affect the weather, whether crime rates go up and down. He's been studied since the 90s to see this effect. Heart Math Institute has done the same thing with studying personal coherence and global coherence. This is that second level of, wow, so you do have free will when it comes to the earth, when it comes to the region, but based on how much of yourself you understand and can utilize. That's what's so great about the Dalai Lama, about the master living teachers that are amongst us, one with us. It's so beautiful, these amazing beings that have set up systems so that they can stay consistent with remembering who they are, what they're here for, what the next steps are. It's available to you. You can do everything that the Dalai Lama has set up for himself, for the entire community. This is something that he shares as well. So now we hit the sun level, right? Then we hit the regional level. You can affect the regional level. Your personal free will comes up and makes a difference. Your personal free will creates more time for you or collapses time for you. Your free will, your languaging, the frequency, the energy that you're putting out either makes you a beneficial presence on the planet, or it absorbs energy. So interesting. Very few things in the world are neutral. Very few things are static, don't shift, don't change, and we don't necessarily fully understand them. For example, looking at the North Star in the night sky stays consistent for where we are. We can navigate ourselves based on the North Star. Once you get in touch with yourself and the current moment, it's like being a North Star onto yourself. And that point really comes at the third eye. Your third eye, connected to your heart, connected to the place that you have the most free will. So animals, this third level, the greatest free will. So all the elephants that were free in the tsunamis about 10 years ago, all of the animals that are free, even when there's a forest fire, or there is, when they've had a sense of connection to the earth, animals get out of harm's way because their core energy, their core presence is connected to the earth. Your free will, your body, your whole system was designed to read and understand what's happening on the earth around you. Your bloodstream is made like the ocean. The same pH, the same basic core nutrients, the same viscosity, it's amazing, right? You breathing in converts the air into liquid nutrition that your body needs from the earth around you. Our understanding of marijuana, right? Marijuana receptors, THC, CBD receptors were some of the first they were the first receptors that we found in your body. That's how we knew that for things to enter different organs, different systems to be turned on, there is a receptor and a key. So you have receptors to THC, CBD, to DMT, you have receptors for vitamin D. Vitamin D, sunlight hits your skin, it flows, it turns into liquid wisdom in your body. It hits your skin, it then gets turned into movement in your bloodstream. Liquid vitamin D goes to your kidneys, turns on your kidneys. It goes into your digestive tract and turns on absorption. So it's such a gift for you to fully understand how all of you works. It's such a gift for you to fully get there's a receptor for everything in your body that exists on earth. And if you are in the mindset, in the heart set, and in the relaxed body set that's ideal for connecting in the current moment, whatever you put into your body becomes beneficial. A friend of mine, Dr. Robert Kassar, was bitten by the most deadliest snake on the planet. No one had ever survived. They had very little stories. He's really tapped in on the gut level. relaxed being in the current moment. His heart, his work, his chakra systems, right? He's been doing the work, chiropractor, for hundreds and thousands of hours. He lives, breathes, teaches this stuff. It was a snake that he rescued, right? He rescues endangered animals. And he was feeding it. And on this particular day, when he was feeding it, it bit him. And instantly, no idea, he went to a very centered, grounded place. He should have been dead within the first, like that. He took from his root, from his chest, from his third eye, all of these loopy directions. In previous classes, we've talked about Jill Bolte Taylor, and I highly recommend you go watch some of those segments, and we bring her in all of the time to talk about how intelligent you are. This neuroscientist, right? She was studying in her 30s, left brain, all language, right brain, all energy, left her purpose, her desire to heal, created this outside circumstance, her desire to heal her brother, her desire to understand mental illness. Her body is so smart. It created the result so she could study it as a neuroscientist from the inside out. This is a healthy woman working on a treadmill, doing amazing stuff. Dr. Robert Cassar, amazing healthy man, doing amazing stuff. It's such a gift for you to step into and really think about. Your body is your partner. Your body is the earth. Your skin in the sun, your skin in the ocean, your skin in the room you're currently in knows exactly what to do. Your breathing, your eyesight. And again, we have this beautiful class. It's so great to be a lifetime member, because in it, you can get directed into things when we have our time to say, this is the one, this is the one, and this is the one, right? And as much as we can within Miracle Makers, that's our goal, to give you the ability to create the most that you can do with all that you're given. So this experience that you're having through your body, Robert Cassar not only uses all of the anti-venom in the local hospital, right? He directs from the inside out in the loopy consciousness that he gets into. Jill Bolte Taylor gets herself to the hospital, gets herself to remember even all that she had experienced, and goes back, both of them working on their causes. Healing for Jill, that inside out understanding. For Dr. Robert Cassar, really this purified machine. You've got a purpose. And the primary purpose for you to get to your purpose is to bring yourself into the current moment. The primary purpose for you to demonstrate to your body that you're connected to the earth. Can you stop yourself long enough to where you can sit still and receive information from the earth? Can you create situations where you're following the nudges, the hits that your gut gives you. So many of my private clients, I call it so much baby batter in the world, right? So much baby batter in the world. They were sitting in session, this hit gets, you need to go to this place at this time. They meet their beloved. Now they're in relationships. Beautiful, brilliant babies that exist in the world, right? Your body already created the perfect love for you. It's such a gift. It's such a gift. Your spirit, so there is the spiritual part to you, the spirit that started your first heartbeat in the belly of your mother, right? Your heartbeat sprung, your heart, first organ formed, beat, comes out. And that beat connects to your mother. That beat knows and connects to her blood supply, her ocean, her earth. So when you're seeing through your third eye, you've got to remember that one of the filters that has been placed over you is how your mom, your grandmother, great-grandparents, all of them, because it's passed in our genetics. That's all the extra stuff on your genes. And you being able to clean that lens allows for your mother, her lens to be cleaned, because life is intelligent and it clears it. It's no longer going to be on the genetics as it passes down, but it allows you to get one step further, one step more, that you're able to see the great-grandparents. That's part of the physical part, the emotional part. Your body makes the same emotions over and over again so that you can have the energy and motion be consistent. So if you want to grow, I love the word security. So this ties to the third eye. This ties to what you see in the temples in Egypt and what you see in India and the understanding of mythology. So the word security comes in this root. So when you see, when you are yesing, when you are accepting, S-E, cure, C-U-R-E, cure, curiosity. The energy of the cure is in curiosity. It's in the word secure. The cure is always there. Your ability when you're feeling secure. So Dr. Robert Kassar, right, bitten by the deadliest snake, knows this. Holy, whatever word you want to say. This is the deadliest, but he's got security. Security. He studied the ancient wisdom. He was curious as this is coming into his body. Jill Bolte Taylor, security. Oh my God, I'm having a stroke. I'm having a stroke is her words. How cool is this? I'm studying this from the inside out. I got to get help. I got to get help. Those are her words. Security, acceptance. Everything that's happening in your life. It's probably not a stroke or a snake bite if you're here at this point. That's one of the reasons to join Miracle Makers and be part of this amazing community and go to the next level. It gives you security, the ability to know that you're going to touch base with someone, or if something's off, you've built the insurance system around you to be able to get help. It's part of the security. It's part of feeling that. I'm so grateful that we get to grow that for everyone. You being here now, you joining the system, especially the lifetime members, really give that security so we can, and then the teachers that are coming in so that there'll be a call center. That was Steve Silva, right? A call center for Miracle Makers. At some point, as we're growing this together, like a plant, like a tree, like a blossoming fruit, to be a call center that's available for you. We're in the growing stages and everything matters. Everything grows. Integrity matters. It's so beautiful. CSE, cure it. It is the ownership of that energy. You are owning the cure. You're accepting everything. Ownership of your life exactly as it is now. Acceptance. And this is part of the third eye activation, part of the third eye initiations, part of really being able to get into, wow. So my emotions are designed to help me feel security. That physically connecting with the earth gives all of the animals every bit of security. That quieting the mind. The Dalai Lama meditates 4 hours on his busiest days, is what I've heard, shared, seen. There's 4 Dalai Lamas, the primary one that we see in front, but 4 were chosen. One becomes the oracle, one becomes the weather maker. There is more to fully understand that you fully chose. And this is from the near-death experiences that I've had, from the near-death experiences that can be shared. From all of that research, over 100 years worth in Western science, 5,000 years worth in Indian, Chinese, Egyptian. If you know how to read the walls, if you get a shaman to connect with you and really show you the details, they carved images because they didn't want it to be misinterpreted by words. Words are pointers. The word security points, right? Security points to owning the cure and seeing it and being part of it. Then the word insecurity, right? Without, in, not being present. The greatest good that can come through you is living a balance between security and insecurity on an emotional level. This is where the greatest cure comes in. And you have designed insecurity in all of the areas given to you by mom and dad before you had language, their belief system, what they did before you fully comprehended with both halves of your brain, you were just energy. Your entire body was still growing heartbeat to heartbeat. If children are left to curiosity, had you been left to curiosity and fully supported, your system may be quite different. Robert Cassar, Jill Bolte Taylor, so many Dalai Lama, right? The security in the support system. Walk this way, the child's heart would say. And the community, the 4 little Dalai Lamas growing up together, right? 4 baby Dalai Lamas. Imagine that. How cute is that? Step into your version of that. You grew up with some other people around you. If you made it this far, if you've made it this far, you've got a tribe of people that made sure that at least your physical body didn't go over the edge. Your emotional body was given language that may not be adequate for you. And so you've got to get curious now. You come to Costa Rica with us. You've gone on one of the other retreats with us. And you feel secure because there's a community around you that is supporting your Dalai Lama self. And you just get to be curious. And emotions come up. Anyone who's been in a retreat for a short period of time or a long period of time, emotions come up. And you get to relabel them when you're with masterful people. In it for you. In it to help you really fully recognize what it means for you. What it means through the lens of all of your heritage, what it means from the lens of your purpose. So emotional energy, right? You've got the emotional energy of your parents. So someone comes in to your life because your heart is sending out the perfect signal for what you are to cure next. And so someone says the exact thing to you that you need to say. Or Jill Bolte Taylor and Robert Cassar, Dr. Robert Cassar, at such a high level, they had to be literally bitten by a snake or their body from the inside out to get the next level of cure, the next level of mental processes to match the emotional content of their physical and spiritual purpose to be completely in integrity. Whatever is happening, that cure, looking at it from this perspective, every emotion that comes up for you comes to visit you. So beautiful that it comes to visit. And as long as your third eye, your heart, your relaxed being, your sense of security, knowing who you are. So there is a great poem by Rumi that really, and this is part of the third eye work. So let's see if I can pull it up because it's so beautiful for this to come up. This is Rumi's poem, The Guest House. The Guest House. This, being human, is a guest house. Every morning, a new arrival, a joy, a depression, a meanness. Some momentary awareness comes as an unexpected visitor. Welcome and entertain them all, even if they are a crowd of sorrows who violently sweep your house, empty of its furniture. Still, treat each guest honorably. He may be clearing you out for some new delight. The dark thought, the shame, the malice, meet them at the door laughing and invite them in. Be grateful for whatever comes, because each has been sent as a guide from beyond. Jindal Rumi. That was translated by Coleman Barks. So, oh my gosh, each of those emotions that come in, each of your heart signals going out, each of those were designed, so beautifully designed, so importantly designed, to connect your spirit to your physical reality. When you're in stress, when you're overly emotional, your hearing, your eyesight, your skin, your digestive tract shuts down. It starts looking for the fast-moving objects. Your muscles tense up. Less blood supply comes to different portions of your brain. The way that air goes into your system is extracted in a manner not to nourish you, but to protect you. Your digestive tract and all of the areas on your body that were struggling and not able to contribute are shut down. So you go to a violent movie, right? You're sitting in the theater and you're holding your... You've shut your system down. You drive in a car in traffic with loud noises all around, right? Energy and motion, proteins, cascades. So you've got to be in the violent movie theater or family dinner, right? Now let's remove just the violent movie theater that is out there. It's playing in your head. The violent movie theater, remembering, and I had an extreme childhood, right? Some of you know my extreme childhood. And I'm so grateful because it helped me when I got still. I had that, all of it, because like Jill Bolte Taylor, like Dr. Robert Cassar, I wanted to bring the miracle frequency to the planet. I have no idea from my birth stories, right? My grandmother's story of my birth, my mom's story of my birth, my sister being born right afterwards, being a preemie in a village in the 70s, right? Miracle frequency. Being a woman, me speaking and not getting killed for most of the stuff I say, right? Oh my gosh, it's so extraordinary. Miracle frequency. So I had to experience it with my whole physical, my childhood. You have had to experience everything in your life so that the violent movie plays on the inside. And you breathe through it. It's not even your violence. It's the violence of, I think there are 108 wars, right? right now, something crazy like that, a crazy amount of violence. Your body is reading that, even if you don't know that it's reading it. You're playing a movie inside your mind. This movie is producing the proteins. And until you get, this is insecurity and security, right? So I was comfortable being a medical doctor in the third world or wherever because I could stay busy and not deal with the violent movie. Anytime I went to sleep, the violent movie came up. So insomnia, right? If you've got insomnia, it heals from this third eye work, from this third eye meditation, from getting present in the moment. So if I was busy, I was just busy doing everything possible till I met my husband, Greg, got pregnant. And then for the baby, I'm like, oh my God, if I'm making a baby, if I'm doing this, I'm going to give it the Dalai Lama opportunities. I know how it works. I see energy. I see the kids whose families have the Dalai Lama kind of love, curiosity. I see the ones that have the violent. You are birthing something, or else you wouldn't be here. You are in the process of bringing forward to our planet something really great. This is a very intentional group. The miracle frequency. The miracles only you can make. And no one else can do it for you. The emotions, the third eye activations, the connection of when you breathe in, the relaxed breathing into your heart so it gives more blood flow to the brain in those regions. The work of Heart Math Institute, the work of the Yale scientists that show the angel lobes. So your languaging of things has to become insecure. You have to question how you label everything going forward. Then you've got to create security. And for some people, and for me, it was the security that I created was getting married to my husband. Security. He got me into Eckhart Tolle. And even though I read Deepak Chopra and energetically understood, I experienced it because the violent movies were less loud. Wayne Dyer. Oh gosh, all of the beautiful teachings, everything with Oprah Winfrey, all of that world, everything, Eckhart Tolle's work, all of the Hollywood at its highest level of training, teaching possibilities. Greg and I committed that we would do a course every year to expand our consciousness. Institute of Noetic Sciences, highly recommend them. Agents, Association of Global New Thought, highly recommend them. All of the work that comes from the echelon, societies, groups, highly recommend them. An integration of traveling the world. So your languaging becomes your mental words. You question everything, becomes insecure. Oh, that's interesting that I saw it that way, is what you think. And then you invite in so beautifully, you invite in the security. So within Miracle Makers, that's part of the security. You sign on and you go in and you watch something at least once a week. Security. You spend maybe sunrise and sunset with your eyes closed looking at the sun until there is a deep knowing within your system of the next steps. The only people that looked at the sun when our body was forming this formula with their eyes closed were the most intentional beings. Sunrise, sunset. It's already programmed into your genetics. Again, here's another, right? Here's another initiation, activation, understanding, and the science behind what happens. 5 minutes sunrise, 5 minutes sunset, eyes closed, looking into the sun. That's not at high noon, right? We're really clear. Sunset, sunrise. There's an electromagnetic frequency on the earth that happens during those times. When you breathe that in, your body is so smart. The physical, the emotional, the mental insecurity, the emotional security. All right, at my only task, my only job, get present. Oh, the sun, to connect with the sun. So this part of my vessel, it's amazing how you glow, right? Your eyes only see a small portion of the electromagnetic field. You have the possibility of really, with your whole body, seeing the whole range of the field. It grows from you doing the insecurity mental, right? Question everything. And it's when you change the way you look at things, everything you look at changes. I want to say that's Plato. I don't remember who said it first, or Nietzsche. At this moment, I'm in my right brain because I'm getting ready to take you guys into a guided meditation for the initiation and activation of your third eye. And then this portion that I spoke here, this early few minutes, we're going to go ahead and put it on YouTube, and we'll put it on Facebook. We want the whole earth to be connected. The earth needs you. The earth needs me. The earth needs all of us to really be connected to it. The changes, again, here's the security. We're on earth, we're alive, we're breathing. The insecurity. How are we looking at all of that, right? The mental energy of question everything. So you have to open the third eye. And we want that for everyone, because we're all, when you really get, humanity is all connected. Our species, what makes us special. The root word of special, the root word of species. I love quoting this from, forgive them for they know not what they do. Right? Forgive them for they know not what they do. If they had their third eye open, if they had the ability to see as you see, the whole electromagnetic field becoming available for you, the understanding from your gut, the skill set of the Dalai Lamas. A Course in Miracles says there's no order of difficulty to miracles in the world. There's something greater than yourself. And when you connect to that, so your free will, and so we're releasing all of this first half so we can really give. And you're part of the giving, being part of the academy. You help make sure that stuff like this is going out to support the earth, support your personal growth. How extraordinary would it be if everyone you met was remaking themselves and questioning everything, right? If you went to dinner with your family and they were in this place of, hey, you're not preset. You're who you are, and I'm listening. How incredible would that be? Then to co-create the security, the next level of security together. I love you guys so much. I'm going to stop the recording here.